It's May 1st. What does this mean for the Red Sox now? What does the history say of the Red Sox on May 1st? And if we look at their record right now, and again, I haven't been impressed. I had high expectations this year. I actually thought they'd go over their win total, but they're 17-15, which I guess is pedestrian, right? I thought they'd be better than that. They've beat up on the White Sox, I guess. They've got nothing from Tanner Houck, who goes tonight. I don't know what the hell is going to happen with him, so should be fairly interesting. But 17-15, 32 games, right? So May 1st, we got a couple more games to go before they get to 40 games. I mean, I guess, is that a good barometer there? Right? Is that like a quarter of the season? Well, what's the Red Sox records? You know, from 03 to 24, the Red Sox have had at least 23 of their 23 wins in 40 games 11 times. They went to the playoffs in 10 of those 11 seasons. The only year they missed the playoffs when they've done that is 2006. In the 11 seasons in which they've won 22 or fewer in their first 40 games, they made the playoffs once in 2017. So, they have 17 wins at the moment. What are the chances they actually break through here and get to that number? And just since 2012, right, when the expanded playoff format happened, they've won at least 23 of their first 40 games 4 times, making the playoffs each season. So they got about a week to go here to figure things out. It's not over yet. The playoffs are still in reach. They're still capable of doing this. In the 9 seasons in which they've had 22 or fewer in their first 40, they've missed the playoffs in all 8 of 9 seasons. So I guess it's an outlier of which direction they're going to go in. But 22 and a half wins, over or under, it's important. So here it is. Just going back to some of the years that they've made the playoffs, 23 or more. 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 13, 16, 18, 21. The only year they missed the playoffs was 06. But when they have fewer than 22, they've only made the playoffs once, and that was 2017. They're 17-15 after 32 games. Can they go 6-2 their next 8 games in order to reach that 23-win mark? Is it likely they go 4-4 during that stretch? And what happens today? Walker Buehler sent back to Boston. Christian Campbell not playing tonight with a rib injury. Still waiting on Connor Wong, but Narvaez is hitting. Yasmani Grandal still wants to stick around and thinks he has a shot here. But what's more likely for this Red Sox team? If you look at their schedule, they get Toronto tonight. They got a final game against them, but Tanner Houck's been awful. Then you get 3 games versus Minnesota, 3 versus Texas. Then you go to Kansas City, Detroit, Atlanta, the Mets. Like, I know people want to use July 4th sometimes, or Labor Day weekend. I don't know if they get to that 23-win plateau. I don't. Do I think they're a playoff team right now? No. You know why? Pitching. Their hitting is too sporadic. And I do want to get into Tristan Casas, who again was benched last night, pinch hit for. And all the talk right now is, and I know people are excited about it, right? The young prospects. Young prospects. And just to throw that out there, when do you see Roman Anthony? When do you see Marcelo Mayer? Could Tristan Casas actually be sent back down to Worcester to work on his swing? Yet those guys are here. And you remember when Tristan Casas made a comment about the 3 young guys in Boston? None of them were ready to make the team. What's more likely right now? Cassis being here long term this year or Anthony and Meyer? It's just completely ironic what's happened to this kid, the pitching staff, and the hitting that you thought was going to be good. There's too many inconsistencies with the Red Sox, and I'm not trying to be negative. It's just fact. Do I think that they can go 6-2 their next 8 games? Yeah, they can. What's more likely? And again, I'm giving you that number. First 40 games, 23 or more, generally they make the playoffs. 22 or under, out. What's more likely here for the Red Sox? We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. And I just wanted to double down on that Tristan Cassis take. Those kids in the minors aren't ready yet. You know why he said that? He was scared. The pressure's been on him. He hasn't been able to perform. And quite frankly, I think they're ready to go. He doesn't. He might be the one down there working on his while they're up here. How ironic. I'm trying to be positive about the Red Sox. It's really hard. Last night, here we go. Last night, 6-0 lead. Giolito has a good night. Here comes Garrett Whitlock, who, for the most part, the bullpen's been okay. 7 unanswered runs. The bullpen absolutely collapsed last night. And I want to get into some offensive numbers after the 6th inning that are just real. But Cora last night basically comes out and says it was a rough loss. He didn't want to discount Giolito's addition to the rotation, blah, blah, blah. Said he did an outstanding job. He's upset about the way it ended. But Whitlock has posted a 1.72 ERA through 10 relief appearances and then literally let the game unravel last night in the 7th. 2 outs, 2 men on. Santander unloaded a changeup. I've said this before. Throw the gas, not the ass. Is that the first time I've said that this year, Skez?
Maybe this season.
Again, changeup, hung over the plate, ties it with a 3-run homer. Throw the gas, not the ass. 6-0 lead. Giolito gives up a pair. Whitlock comes in, who's been really good, and then just throws whatever the bullet ball over the plate. 3-run homer. Yeah, he had a clean 8th, and Chapman had a clean 9th. Justin Slayton comes in, who's been good in the 10th, and, well, he loads the bases up, and then boom. Bing, bang, bop, bing, bang, bing, bang, boom. Horrible. Horrible. And it's true. The numbers after the 6th inning are bad. So I talk about the starters, you know? Like, how are the starters? And, you know, they're just pitching's not good enough right now. But there are these numbers here regarding their hitting. This season, the Red Sox have scored 103 runs in the first 5 innings. But only 61 runs from the 6th inning on. Why is that? How is that? And I mentioned the pitching staff. Well, they've allowed 74 runs in the first 5 innings and 74 runs from the 6th inning on. Why can't the Red Sox hit after the 6th inning? Is it pressure? Is it drive line? Is it maybe some of the pinch hitting? Managerial moves? Do they just crap under pressure? What is it? There's got to be a thing for that. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's tough to watch, to be honest with you. Do you know Toronto had lost 8 of 9 games entering last night? You knew that, guys? I didn't know that.
2-8 in their last 10.
Oh. So a 6-run lead, you would assume, The win probability would be very high.
One would hope, Joe. One would hope.
Why do you think the Red Sox can't hit after the 6th inning?
I heard Mavs talking about this a little bit earlier, that they struggle to hit fastballs. They struggle to hit anything over 95, 96 miles an hour. And the later you get in these games, they bring in these specialists, these late guys, these closers, relievers. They're throwing gas, Joe, not the ass, as you would say.
So the other teams are throwing the gas.
And the Red Sox can't catch up right now, it seems.
And the Red Sox pitchers are throwing the ass. So the Red Sox can't hit the gas.
According to Mavs, that's what the numbers are saying. Can't catch up.
So the great analysis that I have given, the other teams are taking against the Red Sox.
I would prefer my baseball team hit fastballs, but maybe that's too much to ask.
When's that changed in your... I'm 43 years old. Dead fastball down the middle of the plate. Barrel of the bat. See you later, big boy. Right? It was always the other stuff that kind of, you had to watch out for. Curves, slurves, splitters, changeups. Sometimes you spit on the curve, right? Wasn't that like a term? So they can't hit fastballs. Since when? Oh, and then there's Tristan Casas. I mean, the Red Sox really were hoping that guy was poised for a big year. What did he say? 40 home runs? Was that what his prediction was? 40? 40? Because he was hurt last year, right? Casas is hitting 181 through 27 games with 3 homers and 11 RBI. His OPS is 589. There's been some encouraging signs, right? Had back-to-back games with a homer. 3 RBIs in Seattle, if you remember. Had 2 hits the other night against Toronto. Still not good enough. Whenever there's a lefty in, nope, see ya. They basically won't leave him in games against lefties, and he's had success against Brandon Little the other night. He's actually been better against lefties than righties, if you could believe that, and they're still leaving him out of the lineup against lefties. So I don't know when they actually get their best team together. So, theme here that I keep saying, Cora. I wonder if Cora's adjustments aren't working, or, I don't know, defensively, a guy that was a middle infielder who was very good. Leads the league in errors. Also, the team can't hit fastballs, which was probably something Cora couldn't do either. Like, sometimes the team is only as good as their manager. I know that he's well respected across Major League Baseball. They gave him the extension. He wanted to be here. He's certainly going along with whatever the team is doing as far as their drive line and hitting. But there's just too many inconsistencies with the team, and quite frankly, I think he has too many inconsistencies. But at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to blame the pitching, and we're going to blame the hitters like Tristan Casas. Right? And now with these injuries that are popping up, Walker Buehler, hey, don't worry, it's just a shoulder, don't worry about it. Uh-huh. Heard that one before. May 1st, when do you think we see Buehler again, Skess? I'm going to say July. They said nothing to see here is actually the quote that I saw. Just a little injury. How about this Christian Campbell rib thing? Where'd that come from? It's like one of the hottest rookies in all of baseball, and just they scratched out of nowhere, an hour before the game. It's just funny, after a bad loss, these things just creep back up, huh? Very, very, very smelly. But again, the best analysis I can give you. Throw the gas, not the ass. If you like that clip, check out more videos from my show, The Joe Murray Show, here. For more Red Sox analysis and opinion, hit the playlist.
And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.